July 1st, 2025. An automated telescope stationed in Hawaii quietly picks up an anomaly. It's not just a speck of cosmic dust or another stray asteroid. It's something else, something moving fast. The system flags it. Scientists give it a name, 3I Atlas. For Interstellar, the third object in recorded history to come from beyond our solar system. But this time, something feels different. Its trajectory, its speed, its size. It's not behaving like any known comet or asteroid. As the data pours in, researchers begin to whisper, could this be artificial? The object is enormous, over 1,500 meters long, and it's moving at over 210,000 kilometers per hour, faster than anything we've seen before. And unlike natural bodies that drift in wide arcs, 3I Atlas cuts through space like a spear, precise, straight, almost intentional. NASA remains silent. Publicly, they call it another interstellar visitor. Privately, they launch classified observation programs. The Department of Defense is briefed. The White House is informed. And somewhere behind closed doors, the question is asked, is this a reconnaissance probe? One man breaks the silence. Dr. Avi Loeb, a Harvard astrophysicist known for his bold theories, says what no one in the mainstream scientific community dares to. There's a chance this object is not natural. It could be technological. It could be alien. The media eats it up, but the story disappears after a few days, drowned by celebrity gossip and political headlines. Still, the object keeps moving. It's approaching the sun, and according to trajectory models, it will slingshot around it and then head closer to Earth. That moment is predicted to happen in late November 2025. But here's what really keeps scientists up at night. As the object nears the sun, it should behave like a comet. Heat up, emit gas, form a visible tail. But 3I Atlas doesn't. It remains cold, dark, silent. No outgassing, no light reflection, no signs of melting ice or rock. Just a dark, dense mass, cutting through space like a warship through still water. Some experts suggest it might be hollow inside. Others believe it's coated in unknown material that absorbs radiation. A few whisper, it's conserving energy, waiting. And just like that, a terrifying theory emerges. 3I Atlas is not just passing by, it's watching us. August 2025. A team of independent astronomers in Chile manages to photograph 3I Atlas. Using high-powered infrared imaging, what they see makes no sense. The object isn't tumbling like a natural rock would. It's steady, stable, almost as if it's maintaining orientation. Some images reveal flat surfaces, angles, reflective patterns, inconsistent with any known cometary material. They release their findings in a short report. It barely makes the news, but within days their observatory receives a letter from a government office they've never dealt with. The images are taken down. The report disappears. Reddit users manage to archive the files, and rumors explode online. One thread gets over 1 million views in 24 hours. It's a ship. They're coming, and no one's telling us the truth. Meanwhile, the object continues toward the sun. Astronomers expect radio silence. But on the night of August 17th, a SETI listening station in California detects a burst of narrowband radio waves. They last exactly 12 seconds. The signal isn't natural, at least not by any known origin. No repetition, no pattern. But the frequency is eerily close to one used by early deep space probes from Earth. Was it coincidence? Or a response? SETI says it's likely a natural anomaly, but the technician who recorded it says otherwise. He claims the signal had structure, pauses, bursts, delays. A message, perhaps. NASA officially dismisses the claim, but internally multiple agencies launch emergency simulations. What if this thing slows down? What if it changes course? What if it doesn't leave? In the classified halls of international space command centers, one question now dominates the conversation. How do you prepare for contact? Governments around the world begin quiet coordination. Not public, not announced. But discreet meetings are held. Military satellites are realigned. Old space defense protocols are quietly reviewed and updated. And while officials deny everything, leaks begin to emerge. A former Air Force intelligence officer tells an anonymous podcast, "This is not just another rock. We've been tracking objects like this for years. But this one's active." He's immediately labeled a conspiracy theorist. His podcast is removed from major platforms, but the clip circulates anyway. More and more people begin to watch the skies. Some with hope, some with fear, and some with binoculars and shortwave radios waiting for the next signal. September 2025. As 3I Atlas approaches the sun, it enters a region of intense gravitational pull and radiation. And yet, nothing happens. No heat reaction, no gas trails, no disintegration, just silence. Its speed remains constant, its path unchanged. It behaves as if it expected the conditions, as if it was designed for them. That's when amateur astronomers in Eastern Europe spot something even stranger. A second object, smaller, traveling slightly behind 3I Atlas, mimicking its path. It's quickly dismissed as space debris or a fragment, but footage shows it adjusting trajectory, not drifting, turning. It's the first indication that 3I Atlas might not be alone. The mainstream press remains silent, but the internet doesn't. Alternative science channels begin uploading frame-by-frame breakdowns of the footage. One video is titled, "Their Information." It gets 10 million views in 2 days. Meanwhile, inside military circles, tension builds. Anonymous sources claim that ground-based radar stations in 3 countries have been ordered to prioritize deep space monitoring, but not to discuss their findings even with partner agencies. In mid-September, a weather satellite over the Indian Ocean malfunctions. Officially, it's a solar flare. Unofficially, insiders report that it went offline the exact moment 3I Atlas passed, near its alignment path, and then a pattern emerges. Every 2 weeks, a brief but sharp spike in high-frequency radioactivity is centered around 3I Atlas's projected location, almost like a pulse. Some scientists suggest it's a natural interaction with cosmic background radiation. Others quietly believe it's scanning. On September 24th, the Vatican holds a closed-door meeting with a delegation of astrophysicists and theologians. No statements are made, no photos released, but Vatican telescopes in Arizona are suddenly repositioned. People begin to panic in small waves, not riots, but tension, dread, a creeping feeling that something ancient is returning, that something we forgot or tried to forget is on its way back. And still, not a single official warning is made, just cold silence, and the slow, steady approach of something that doesn't behave like anything we've ever known. October 2025. The countdown begins. Based on all known calculations, 3I Atlas will complete its solar slingshot in just weeks, and then turn toward Earth. Not directly, not on a collision course, but close enough to matter, close enough to see us. In the background, global events grow weirder. Multiple undersea cables across the Pacific go offline within the same 48-hour period, caused by tectonic shifts, they say, but satellite footage shows no such activity. In remote Alaska, hunters report strange lights in the sky, bright, silent, and too fast for any aircraft they've ever seen. In Norway, a deep space communications facility quietly increases staffing, despite no new missions scheduled. And then comes the blackout. For 33 seconds on October 14th, the Deep Space Network, the system NASA uses to talk to every spacecraft beyond the moon, goes dark. All antennas, all stations. When it comes back online, no one explains what happened. Just a vague statement about anomalous software behavior. But those who monitor the signal logs notice something strange. The system wasn't silent, it was receiving. The signal was routed, redirected, then erased. But not before one technician saved a waveform screenshot. It shows symmetry, echoes, deliberate breaks, patterns. The image leaks online, and experts who analyze it describe it as eerily similar to an early Earth language cipher from Cold War intelligence archives. Signal masked, decoded once, but left unreadable again. By mid-October, world governments begin testing emergency communication systems, just in case. Air raid sirens are tested in parts of Eastern Europe. Old bunkers are quietly inspected, supplies ordered, and yet the public is told nothing. Leaders smile on television, talk of peace, markets, elections, but in the shadows plans are drawn. In a mountain facility somewhere in Colorado, the word evacuation appears in a restricted internal memo. Some believe it's just protocol. Others aren't so sure. And all the while, 3I Atlas moves into final position, its trajectory stabilizing, its shadow passing through the outer system. Unblinking, unchanging, watching. November 2025. It's here. 3 Atlas has completed its slingshot around the sun. The maneuver was flawless, too flawless. Natural objects slow down. They fragment. They drift. This one didn't. Its speed dropped at precisely by 9%. Its trajectory curved and gently toward Earth, but not too close. Instead, it enters what scientists call a station-keeping orbit, something no natural body has ever done. It's now locked into a slow, calculated loop, just outside the orbit of Mars. And then, for the first time since its discovery, it stops transmitting any detectable energy. No radio bursts, no pulses, no reflection. To Earth it goes dark, and that's when people begin to disappear. It starts with a research vessel in the South Atlantic. Crew of 17, no distress call. No debris, just gone. Then a private jet vanishes over Canadian airspace. Black box silent, no radar trace. By mid-November, 7 unrelated disappearances are linked, all involving locations directly under 3I Atlas's orbital path. Governments deny any connection, but leaked military logs tell another story. Satellite Task Force 9, a multinational unit created in 2023 to monitor non-terrestrial threats, activates full alert. Their last recorded meeting? Topic: surface-level interaction scenarios. In the civilian world, more signs appear. Animals flee coastal areas. Birds stop migrating. Insects vanish entirely from entire towns. And one night, November 18th, thousands of people across North Africa and southern Europe report the same dream. A black triangle in the sky. A sound, not heard but felt, like pressure behind the eyes. The message in no known language, but understood perfectly. We were always coming back. That same night, observatories around the world lose track of the secondary object trailing 3I Atlas. It's no longer where it should be. It's vanished. Some say it landed. Others think it was never separate, just a part of something larger, now detached. On November 21st, all major world leaders are scheduled to meet in Geneva, officially for economic talks. Unofficially, every known contingency plan, from alien contact to atmospheric disruption, is now open on encrypted terminals. Something is coming, and they know it. Late November 2025, the world holds its breath. Mainstream media continues to report business as usual. Stock markets, sports, the weather. But in classified briefings, leaders speak in terms not used since the Cold War. Contact scenarios, population control, atmospheric shielding. Because 3I Atlas is no longer just an object, it has changed. Infrared scans from deep space, telescopes reveal shifting geometry, as if parts of the structure have unfolded, expanded. Panels, ridges, something akin to antennae or limbs. And then, movement. On November 28th, the object begins a slow rotation. Not tumbling, controlled, timed. One full rotation every 47 minutes. As if scanning, observing. And on the 29th, the signal returns. But this time, it's not just a pulse. It's a series of sounds, not in any known frequency, but within the human audible range. When slowed down and filtered, the pattern is chilling. Rhythmic pulses, then a pause, a rising tone like a mechanical breath, and finally, a whisper. Analysts disagree on its meaning. Some say it's random noise. Others hear fragments of language. One linguist swears the whisper sounds like an ancient Sumerian word, Nibiru. That same day, the moon loses all radio reflectivity for 17 seconds. Communications bounce, signals vanish, and during that brief blackout, multiple observatories report a third object, smaller, rising from the lunar surface. No confirmation, no tracking, but one blurry photo leaks. A disk, metallic, reflecting sunlight at an impossible angle. And then, as suddenly as it began, a silence. December 1st, 3I Atlas halts its rotation. All signals cease. All visible changes stop. It simply waits, positioned between Mars and Earth in the void, like a sentinel or a gate. Some believe it's broken, others believe it's listening, and a growing few believe something far worse, that it's not here for us, but to call the others. The video ends on a final message, white text on black. They are not coming. They are already here.